Have you ever found yourself trapped in a whirlwind of thoughts, where every idea spirals into another? It's like being stuck in a maze with no exit. You start with one simple worry, and before you know it, you're replaying every conversation you've had in the last week. Did I say the wrong thing? What did they think of me? It's exhausting. Overthinking can feel like a relentless cycle, where your mind races, and you can't find a moment of peace. You lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, your thoughts bouncing around like a pinball machine. It's frustrating, isn't it? You want to find clarity, but instead, you're left feeling overwhelmed and drained. But here's the thing, you're not alone in this struggle. Many of us grapple with the same mental battles. The key is to recognize when your thoughts are becoming counterproductive. It's about learning to step back and gain perspective. One effective technique is to set a time limit for your thinking. Give yourself, say, 10 minutes to mull over a problem. After that, consciously shift your focus to something else. This can help break the cycle of overthinking. Another powerful tool is mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness allows you to anchor yourself in the present moment. When you catch your mind wandering into that familiar territory of worry, gently bring your attention back to your breath or your surroundings. It's about training your brain to stay grounded, rather than getting swept away by the current of your thoughts. Journaling can also be a game changer. Writing down your thoughts can help you process them more clearly. It's like taking everything swirling in your head and putting it on paper, allowing you to see things from a different angle. You might discover that what seemed like a mountain of worries is actually just a series of small hills. And let's not forget the power of talking it out. Sometimes, sharing your thoughts with a friend or a therapist can provide the clarity you need. They can offer a fresh perspective, helping you see things you might have missed while caught in your own mental loop. Remember, it's okay to feel overwhelmed at times. Acknowledge those feelings, but don't let them define you. You have the power to change the narrative in your mind. By implementing these strategies, you can reclaim your mental space and find peace amidst the chaos. It's a journey, but every step you take brings you closer to a calmer, more balanced mind. Overthinking. It's a trap we all fall into at some point. It's not just about thinking too much. It's about getting caught in a loop. Picture this. You have a simple decision to make, but instead of moving forward, you find yourself replaying the same thought over and over. You're stuck, like a record skipping, and every time it loops, it gets a little more distorted. Imagine the worst-case scenario for every little thing. You send a text, and suddenly, your mind spirals. What if they don't reply? What if they think I'm annoying? What if I've ruined everything? It's exhausting, isn't it? You're not just thinking. You're creating a whole narrative filled with anxiety and dread, all while life is happening around you. You start pacing in your room, trying to find clarity, but instead, you're just pacing through a maze of your own making. Each step feels heavy, like you're dragging the weight of your thoughts behind you. The irony is that while you're stuck in your head, opportunities are passing you by. You're missing out on experiences, connections, and moments that could bring you joy. The harsh truth is that overthinking doesn't lead to solutions. It leads to deeper problems. It's like digging a hole. The more you dig, the deeper you go, and the harder it becomes to climb out. You might think you're being cautious, but in reality, you're paralyzing yourself with fear and doubt. So what can you do? Start by recognizing when you're overthinking. Acknowledge those spiraling thoughts, but don't let them control you. Challenge yourself to take action, even if it's a small step. Shift your focus from what could go wrong to what could go right. Life is happening all around you, and it's time to step out of your mind and into the world. Remember, the only way to break free from the cycle is to take that leap. Embrace uncertainty, because that's where growth happens. You have the power to change your narrative. Don't let overthinking write it for you. I lie here in the dark, staring at the ceiling, my mind racing. It's funny how one little message can turn a perfectly normal day into a spiral of doubt and anxiety. I can't shake the feeling that I messed up somehow. My friend sent me a text earlier, and I didn't see it until hours later. What if it was important? What if they needed me? I replay the moments in my head, trying to piece together what I might have missed. Did I do something wrong? Was I too busy? Too distracted? I can't help but think about all the times I've let people down. It's like a loop, a never-ending cycle of self-doubt. I start to question my worth, my friendships, everything. What if they think I don't care? What if they're upset with me? I can almost hear the whispers in my mind, echoing my insecurities. You're not a good friend. You're always too late. Why would anyone want to be around you? It's exhausting. I try to push the thoughts away, but they cling to me like shadows, refusing to let go. That I think about the last time we hung out, how much fun we had. But then I remember the little things, the moments I felt awkward, the jokes that fell flat. Did I come off as annoying? Did I talk too much? I wish I could just rewind and fix everything, but I can't. All I can do is lie here, wide awake, trapped in my own mind. I want to reach out, to send a message and explain, but what if it makes things worse? What if they don't respond? The silence feels deafening. I start to imagine all the worst-case scenarios. Maybe they're talking about me, laughing at how I always mess things up. Maybe they're better off without me. I take a deep breath, trying to calm the storm inside. I remind myself that everyone has their own struggles, their own insecurities. But it's hard to remember that when I'm drowning in my own thoughts. I wish I could see things from their perspective, to know that they understand. But here I am, lying awake, feeling like I'm the only one who cares. I want to be strong, to brush it off, but the weight of it all feels so heavy. I just want to sleep, to escape this endless cycle of worry. But sleep won't come, not while my mind is racing with all the what-ifs and maybes. So I lie here, in the dark, hoping that tomorrow will be different. Hoping that I can find a way to break free from this spiral. Because deep down, I know I'm more than my mistakes. I just need to remind myself of that. You might think you're just being careful or thoughtful, but if you're doing these things, you're definitely overthinking. You constantly revisit past mistakes, always imagining the worst-case scenario. You blame yourself for everything, struggle to make decisions, and can't sleep because your thoughts just won't quit. It's exhausting, right? So how do we stop this cycle? Start by grounding yourself in the present. Challenge those negative thoughts and focus on what you can control. Remember, it's okay to let go and trust yourself. You've got this. Overthinking can be a real trap, but here are 5 powerful tools to break free. First, name it to tame it. Write down, I'm overthinking again. Acknowledging it helps reduce its power. Next, use the 30-second rule. Set a mental timer and say stop when your thoughts spiral. Third, move your body. Whether it's a walk, stretch, or dance, physical movement shifts your mindset. Fourth, take imperfect action. Just take that small step forward, even if it's not perfect. Finally, journaling is key. Write down your thoughts to clear your mind and gain perspective. These tools can transform your overthinking into action. There comes a moment when your mind feels like an enemy, whispering fears that drown out your truth. Guilt wraps around you, making every breath a struggle. You're not just surviving, you're fighting to live. But here's the truth. You're not alone in this battle. Every tear you shed, every page you tear, is a step toward reclaiming your power. Remember, thoughts can't defeat you if you choose to act anyway. Embrace the struggle and let it fuel your strength. You have the courage to rise above. The sun is just beginning to rise, casting a warm glow over everything. I take a deep breath, feeling the cool morning air fill my lungs. This moment is mine, a fresh start, a new day. I grab my journal, the pages waiting for my thoughts, my dreams, my intentions. As I sit down, I can feel the weight of yesterday lifting off my shoulders. I write, I am in control now. It's a simple statement, but it carries so much power. I realize that life changes when I choose to live it, rather than overthink every little detail. I jot down my goals, my hopes for today. I want to embrace the possibilities that lie ahead, to step outside my comfort zone, and to truly experience life. After a few minutes of journaling, I close the book, feeling a sense of clarity. I stand up, ready to take on the world. I step outside, the ground cool beneath my feet. The world is waking up, and so am I. I start walking, each step grounding me in the present moment. I notice the dew on the grass, the chirping of birds, the way the light dances through the trees. For the next 10 minutes, I let my mind wander, but not to the usual worries or anxieties. Instead, I focus on the beauty around me. I remind myself that I am not just a spectator in my life. I am an active participant. I can shape my day, my thoughts, and ultimately, my future. As I walk, I think about the importance of taking a break from my phone. It's so easy to get lost in the digital noise, to let it dictate my mood and my time. But today, I choose to disconnect. I give myself permission to be present, to engage with the world around me. I can feel the tension in my shoulders easing as I step away from the screen. This hour without my phone feels liberating. I'm not missing out. I'm living. I'm embracing the moment, the sights, the sounds, the feelings. I'm learning that life is about experiences, not just thoughts. I remind myself that every day is a chance to start anew, to take control, to live fully. As I finish my walk, I feel a sense of hope. I've taken these small steps, and they've made a big difference. I'm ready to face whatever comes next, knowing that I have the power to shape my reality. Today, I choose to live, not overthink. Today, I am in control. Overthinking can feel like a heavy cloud, but remember, it's okay to pause and breathe. When our minds race, we often overlook the beauty around us. Nature has a way of grounding us. Each leaf, each breeze, a reminder that life flows on. Embrace those moments of stillness. Healing starts when we let go of the chaos in our minds. Smile, take a deep breath, and focus on the present. You are not alone in this journey. Let's find peace together, one moment at a time.